I'm Gisela Camacho, and I want to present my status report number 8. Last week, I was working in the login with Google, and this week I worked in the login with Firebase using email and password, and of course to create an account in the sign of view, this one. So I'm going to present that and also how to log in with Facebook. So the first thing that I want to show is that here in Firebase, in my MoodMate project, I had this authentication folder that to notice that I'm using Facebook and Google. I have two users right now. Um, when I UID of the user, and also there are different access methods with Facebook, Google, and I add the method of using an email and a password. Um, this week also I worked to create a Firestore database to store the moods with the emoji, the text, and the date of each user. So in this part, I'm going to create a collection called mood logs, and there were like store all the moods of all the users, but with the identifier of the UID user, and the app will filter all the moods. So I work on that. First, I'm going to create a user, because if you notice here in Firebase, I have just two users that I'm going to present right now. This is my user with Google, and my user with Facebook. Let's start with that, and then I'm going to create a new user using email and password. So as last week, last week, I had another name of project, and that looks like not so good. So I update that. It's better to like access to MoodMate, let the permissions, and then we are here. So what we are going to do in this, something that it's important is that this is my picture, my name in this email, and I'm going to create the first post or mutlaq. So I select this one, and I'm going to put like, I am so grateful. I'm so grateful. So that's all the things that I want to send in the message. I select the emoji, and I'm going to click here and lift me up. And if you notice, just for a second, I changed that lift me up to the saving, because that's like saving the mood here in Firestore. We are going to see that. Of course, the feedback is working with the API as before. And if I move to my track, there is like the emotion, the date of today, and my text, or the text that I sent. So let's go to the Firestore database. And if you notice, there is a mood logs collection right now. And my first post, it's the date, the emotion name, the node, and the user ID. So that's very awesome. What happened if I add a new one? I said like probably I'm oh sorry. In this one I said like I'm like confused. or something like that. Lift me up, and here are like the codes working with the API. If I back and go to the track, there is the new one, right? In order, I send first this and then this, right? And if I add a new one tomorrow, that will appear in the top because that like in that order, right? So this is with my profile using Google. So let's log out, then log in. Let's try it with now with Facebook. And here is my account in Facebook. Perfect. So I'm here. This is my picture in Facebook. It's different. This is my name in Facebook, and the email is not available. I'm going to work on that next week because I think that it's just a permissions of my Meta developer account. I have to add those permissions. So I'm working on that. So what happened if I move to the track view? I don't have any mods for this user. So that says like not mods yet. Start tracking your mods today. Tap below to add your first mod. So it's the same. If I want to create a new one, it's like no good or something like that. And that's saving, and that's the quote and the scripture. And if I back and go to track, there is my mood for this user. So that's working. Now let's log out and let's create a new account. My name, I'm going to use just G's. My email, I'm going to use this one. That it's like an old email. Oh no, sorry. I think that I closed my application. I'm so sorry. Let's do it again. Okay, let's just wait because I closed the the system or the program. Perfect. I think that will appear here. Yeah, there is. So, okay, there it is. That was my mistake because I tried to tap that and I click on the incorrect um sorry. There is. Okay, so let's start again. Let's do it with the keyboard better. Let's set like this. Oh, I did it by default. Sorry, I need to change that. So here we are. I think that it's here. No, it's here. That's like an old email I had just for that I'm using just to create a user and the password that I'm going to use. That is perfect. And let's submit it. And when you submit that, that allows you to sign in. If we notice here, if we notice we have like 3 logs. 2 for the user with Google and 1 for the user with Facebook that is different. So in the authentication, I had just 2, Facebook and Google, and now I have 3 that I created right now. And this is the UID of the user. That's perfect. That's working right now. So now, because this user, I create this user in the Firebase. That's my name that I put, my email, and I can select a picture by my photos here, and that's it's saving with a user defaults. So if I go out and back to the application, that will like remain here, like using that persistent uh, method, right? That it's, and of course I don't have any mode here with this user. I'm going to add this that will say like, it's like resilient. Oh, sorry. Resilient emoji, and I put like, I can't do all the things. I trying to use a longer text things that my dream or something like that. Perfect. So let me all save it back, and then if I use a longer text, that will use this just the same space without modify anything. So that's how my application is working. The other things are working as it have to, and that's it. There are a lot of things that I have to improve. For example, I'm using more files, but they are not like in order. There is another architecture like called clean, that it's the new things using Swift UI, and I'm going to update all my directories or my files using clean architecture. But first I wanted like the application like having work in it, and now I'm going to change or update the architecture, and that's it. Thank you so much.